Hi Sagittarius, Scottish Gypsy here to do your fortnightly tarot and oracle reading. I've just been quietly pre-shuffling the cards and I did get a channeled message which I'll tell you about shortly. Before I start, Sag, my name is Karen and the readings go up on this channel every 2 weeks. Having said that, I do heaps of bonus readings. In fact, I did one for you last week. Now, if you haven't yet subscribed, Sag, can I ask that you check if you have, and if you haven't, hit that button. It really is the one thing that can support the growth of the channel and get the messages out there. Sorry, I'm just opening my phone to tell you what I took a note of what happened in the pre-shuffle. Really nice, Sag. What came out was the 10 of Cups, which is the happily ever after or the happy family card. Came out with an awesome card, the Ace of Swords. So it can be a breakthrough in a situation, a new path that's opening up, the beginning of something new for you and your family potentially. I do feel that there's the ending of something, right? Because at the bottom of the deck was the Death card. So it feels like, Sag, there's the ending and the new beginning in some area. And I feel like there's an impact on loved ones or family. But it feels like, excuse me, I've been a little sick, but I am feeling fantastic. I'm feeling a lot better. Okay, when I was working with the next oracle, the manifestation card came out with the new beginning and the Justice card. I was like, that's a hell yeah. For Sag, that's like, you know what, I desire this new beginning. Manifestation is, I'm going to make my dreams come true. I want a new beginning and it is my right. Justice is like, that is what I deserve. So I feel like you're in a powerful energy of working with a new energy. You could be feeling really creative. You could be forging new paths, new ideas, new ways forward. And it feels like you're really in alignment with the Justice card. It's like your sense of what is right and wrong. It's like, yeah, it's like you feel justified in pursuing this new path or this new beginning. That's what I got. Also could be connected to a Libra too with the Justice energy. But without further ado, are you ready, Sag? Excited to do this reading? Let's start with the first oracle. There we go. I just said that word, didn't I? Creation. So perhaps manifestation and creation are similarly ilked. It's about using your creativity, your imagination, your manifestation, the law of attraction to create the life that you want, to bring the ideas that you have to life. So some of you might feel extra creative. Now, we have a lot going on in terms of fire energy at the moment, so you might feel more inspired or more driven or creative than usual. But you might be working on something new, creating something new. Illumination is coming out in all the readings today. So it's a time of illumination, which is interesting with the full moon, right? Because normally, full moon can be when we're in the dark. But I feel like maybe through this period, the eclipses and the full moon, maybe it's actually bringing, Sag, you some illumination, because the Ace of Swords is the truth, right? It's having a mental breakthrough. It's having a clear path or way forward. Now, I do have mental health in the split. You might have exited a situation or ended a situation because you're like, you know what? That's not worth my mental health. Because the Death card can indicate an ending, right? So you could have ended something because you feel like it's impacted you in terms of your mental health. And maybe there's illumination around that. And that's why you're focused on the new path, the new beginning. Let's see. We've got reformation. So it is a time for you to focus on your own healing, your own well-being, to reform your energies, reclaim your power. You might be feeling the need to retreat, spend a little bit more time than usual on self-care, self-healing, because you're rebuilding yourself, reforming yourself. Let's get one more from this particular deck. That period of focusing on your own self is, I feel, what's going to bring you the illumination. There could be some change ahead. When the preparation card shows up, it can say that you're needing to get prepared. There could be some change. Now, the Ace of Swords can talk to a new beginning. Once again, the mental health. Tell me in the comments if some of you have been struggling in terms of your mental health, if there's been something plaguing you mentally. And that's, for some it can be extreme. For some it can just be a couple of weeks or a period that something's had an impact on your mental well-being. I feel compelled to get one more. Wealth. The good thing is I see wealth in your future. Perhaps that new path is what's going to create more wealth, more prosperity. I feel like there's something around creativity and the bringing together of energy. So it could be other people working with you. This can be where your ideas are flowing, you're creating together, you're collaborating, synergizing together. There could be another person that you particularly feel bonded to, that you might really feel a synergy with their energy. And together there could be something around collaboration, whether it's business or just a friend that you really vibe with. Bottom of the deck, I've got intuition. So it is a time to trust your intuition. Some of you could also be consulting tarot readers as well about something. There's definitely a door that's closed. When one door closes though, let me tell you, another opens. And the Ace of Swords and the New Beginning card tells me that there is a new beginning around the corner, but I definitely feel there has been a door that's closed in some area. And what I'll also tell you, if you've been experiencing a lot of closed doors, if you've been applying for jobs or that kind of thing, it is a really powerful omen in terms of there could be an opportunity coming very, very soon. I do see applause in the split. Some of you could be in the public eye, you could be public speakers, you could be presenting, you could be literally getting applause for something in your life. Could also be that you're being celebrated in some way, some sort of achievement. I have got shattered, which might be why someone here is having to reform. So there could have been a situation that's ended that might have left you feeling physically and emotionally shattered. Maybe it did affect your mental health, but there is something about a new birth. And for me, I'm leaning towards the birth of a new life. Okay, so whatever has exited your life, particularly with this full moon, it can create those shifts. Trust that whatever is leaving you is for your greatest and highest good. Yep, you're showing up as spiritually strong, which does tell me that you've gone through something pretty tough here. Your angel is literally holding you up. And they're also wanting you to reflect on your life and remember the keys to life, which are love, inner peace, forgiveness, and equilibrium. Let's get one more. This is nice. And I feel like this is all the fire energy. We've got Mercury in Aries. We've got Mars in Leo. So in terms of work and career or a creative pursuit that you might be working on here, it's saying the fire inside is lit. So it's a very creative time, actually. And sometimes if we've gone through issues that have affected our mental health or endings or breakups or situations that might have left us shattered, I can tell you right now, painting can be very therapeutic. When I went through my divorce, Sag, I'd never painted in my life, and I went and bought all these like paints and everything, and I went crazy for about a 6-month period. Never did it again, but it was really healing for me. Okay, we've got crown chakra in the split, so definitely a time. Can you see 2 cards of really paying heed to your intuition? And when you see crown chakra with fire inside, you could be getting whatever the creative project is you're working on. It's like the ideas are flowing. You're feeling super creative. It feels effortless. Okay, so that's really nice. Bottom of the deck, oh, love. Love and friendship is really nice. So it's a time for love and surrounding yourself with people who love you, friends. So it's a great time to be around people. Some of you could be manifesting love with the love card. Can also indicate that love is about to enter your life, whether through a new friend, new relationship. But I definitely feel love is going to be a theme in the very near future, Sag. One more. Well-being. Okay, everyone is getting a message. And it's next to closure. So you have achieved closure with the death card and the closure. There's been some sort of ending, closed door, closure, death card. It couldn't be more plain to me that that's the Sag I'm connecting with. The ending of something, that closure connected to something, and it's impacted your sense of mental health and well-being. So the universe does want you to reform, to pull yourself back together, to focus on your own inner healing and your own happiness here, to surround yourself with people who love you, friends, and perhaps to put some focus on your career. No, it could be that it's around your career. You'll know if it's around relationships or career. But I feel this is where your creative energies are going. Manifestation with the career card is a strong omen for someone, a Sag, that's feeling very creatively inspired around a career path of some kind. Now, for those of you who might be retired, it doesn't have to be your 9-to-5 job. It could be a creative pursuit. It could be painting. It could be anything. It could be any creative project. All I'll tell you is your ideas are flowing. You're like really magnetic right now. Let's see, Sag. 2 cards that indicate prosperity and wealth. The Sag I'm connecting with today is doing very well in life, or prosperity and wealth is in their future. And maybe it's because of what you're doing as part of your manifestation or part of your career, because once again, it's in the split. So you might be manifesting opportunities or career paths or projects that are going to increase your wealth and or prosperity. One more, please, Sag. Yep, there she is. Manifestation. So you are very creative right now. And you're very focused. You've got will in the split. So you're applying your will, your focus, your creative energy into something, Sag. Please tell me in the comments what it is. Bottom of the deck, 2 of Pentacles, 4 of Swords, and then the 4 of Pentacles. You know, Pentacles are often connected to work, money, those types of things. It's your sense of stability and security in life. This is a card of rest and healing and rejuvenation. You know, sometimes this 2 of Pentacles can be where you've got so many balls in the air, like you're doing the dance every single day when you get up, like you're balancing multiple priorities, multiple projects, multiple things, which may mean that sometimes you're like, you know what, I need to sleep, I need a nap, I need to rest, I need to protect my energy. 4 of Pentacles. So that could be the case. Let's see. I'm going to shuffle and pull the first 3 cards for you, Sag. Oh. 4 of Swords. They want you to rest. That's how you're going to reclaim and reform. So please take the rest you need. All the fire signs got a message around well-being and the need for more rest. Probably because all of the fire energy might have you really extra driven and focused on career. So make sure you're balancing things out. 9 of Swords. So there is some anxiety at night. 5 of Pentacles. Look, I'm going to say, you know, 5 of Pentacles can range from loneliness to feeling alone. Abandoned, I should say, to suffering financial hardship. It can be all of those things. It's a feeling of lack in some area of your life. Let's say it's the opposite to a feeling of wealth, prosperity, or abundance. I feel there is a path to prosperity if this is currently your struggle. Now, sometimes the 5 of Pentacles doesn't mean you're struggling financially, but there could be a change in your material world. So a change in job, a change in health, something like that. For some of you, it could be connected to a person from the past or something around childhood here. Let's get the next 3. Definitely a 9 of Swords will show up often when I've got the mental health card. So there could be issues around insomnia. There could be issues around anxiety, a restless mind, someone unable to switch off at night, like their mind keeps them awake. There could also be someone around you who's in need of help or support with the 5 of Pentacles. One more. I'm really leaning to someone's well-being, because really look at this. You know, 4 of Swords can be I'm needing to rest because potentially I'm not feeling well or I'm hurting. 5 of Pentacles can be a material change in health. 9 of Swords can be mental health. So some of you out there may be struggling in that area of your life, or there could be someone very significant to you. There could have been shocking news or a communication that you didn't expect with the Page of Swords and the Tower at the bottom of the deck. So it can be unexpected communication. I feel compelled to shuffle more. That news, that conversation, that tarot moment might be why you're in this energy. Bottom of the deck, the moon. It could be the full moon too. As I record it today, it is the full moon. We've got the Hanged Man, Piscean energy. What is the heart of Sag's reading? The sun. I love seeing, because you've got the moon at the bottom, in the darkness, dealing with the energies of the full moon, but in the heart comes the illumination, comes the sun. After the, what is it, the darkest night, what is that saying? Out comes the sun or whatever, I can't remember, but that's it for me. It's like you go to bed at night and your fears are amplified, your issues are amplified in the dark at night. And then when you wake up in the morning, things don't seem as bad. That's really coming through for me today. Someone here is an overthinker. 8 of Swords, 9 of Swords is someone whose thoughts are literally driving them crazy. They have a monkey mind, a restless mind, an anxious mind about something. I can tell you right now, clarity is coming. We have got the 4 of Cups. Look, Sag, I'm not calling you out here. This could definitely be the cross watcher I'm talking to, but look at this person's protective energy. They literally got their arms folded, covering their heart, and the universe is trying to get this person to open up to love potentially, open up to friendship, open up to healing, open up to an apology. I don't know what this Ace of Cups represents, but it's love in some form. Look what's in the split. Are you ready? Now pay attention to the illustration, not just my words. Protective energy, right? This time they're holding the pentacle over their heart, not their arms, but they're still protecting their heart. They're still closed off. There's something about someone needing to open up to the possibilities, to come into the energy of illumination, the healing energies of the sun, to see situations or life from a really different lens or a different perspective with the Hanged Man. Let's see, last 3. Now, there could be a significance around a Leo. You could have a strong placement. Same with the Piscean energy of Hanged Man. And it's also important, like I look at my rising and my moon all the time because it can give you a really rounded description of potentially what you're going through and how to navigate through it. One more, please. All right, what do we have? The moon again. I didn't really need to shuffle. You're definitely coming out of the darkness, and it's like the sun will rise again. The darkest night is over. There's something about that. I can't remember the saying. I'm sure you'll put it in the comments, guys. We've got 10 of Wands. And in the split, 8 of Wands, okay? 8 to 10 of Wands. There is something about you really quantum leaping forward into the ending or the accomplishment of something. This is my accelerated motion. Accelerated motion towards the 10 of Wands. The achievement of something. The accomplishment of something, the end of something. You know, someone's career might really be starting to impact their health and well-being as well. So that could be a focus, and that's been coming out in everyone's readings today. Okay, we've got 8 of Swords. You've got 8 and 9 of Swords, guys, and the 4 of Pentacles again and the moon. All right, let's see. Last card, please, for Sag. Judgment. Very nice. Awakening. This is a good way to end. This makes my soul happy because I've got a Sag here who's facing Judgment Day. And I mean that in the most beautiful way. There is a soul awakening. It could even be a spiritual awakening that someone's going through. But you've got 7 of Swords and the Sun. You know, 7 of Swords can be something that you've been avoiding, something that you've not been seeing, particularly with the cards around illumination coming through heavily, whether it's something within yourself about your energy being closed off, or if it's something about someone around you. Because 7 of Swords at its worst can be someone who is doing something under the influence of the moon. In other words, they're avoiding being seen. So there could be some deception that's come to light. You might be awakening to the truth of something that someone's been hiding, or something that's been someone might have deceived you here, Sagittarius. I don't know. But either way, you're illuminating, becoming illuminated to the situation and awakening to the truth. And I like that. Now, it could be awakening to the truth of your own inner child healing as well with the sun. Could be awakening to the truth of your own need to focus your energies on your own healing, your own happiness, your own well-being. I'm going to leave it right there because, you know, that's really all that needs to be said. As I've got a Sag who's finally waking up. You're finally waking up to the truth. And I feel it's around something coming to an end and opening up to the need for some sort of new path, new beginning, new cycle, focusing on your own inner healing and happiness. But most of all, this is about illumination and truth. That's where I'm going to leave it. Love and light. Bye, guys.